Hey there, Andrew, C1D Paintball. This video is shot at Warzone Paintball in Rigaud, Quebec, playing on the base map. Did a video previously, this one here, which was the game after this. So we played 2 games of this game type in a row. This was the first one, attack, defend. No particular reason why I released the other one first, by the way, just how it happened. Attackers spawn on the container side. The defenders stay in the admin building on the west side here. Attackers have infinite lives, and they have 5 minutes to put 1 foot on the 2nd floor of the admin building. The defenders, any defender on the 1st floor has 2 lives. Any defender on the top floor only has 1. So yeah, we've done this one before. Big thing is there is 2 stairwells going up in the admin building. So those are the things you have to defend. You've got the north stairwell and the south stairwell. That'll come into play. Let's watch.
No. 5 minutes, it's game over.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, I thought it was
No.
more.
That's why I keep on running at them. Alright, whoever has a good, Tom, probably you. If you just stay on the right side, you can shoot high. You gotta kill the guys in the windows.
Sure.
Like here.
In the windows.
Tom, it's right over here. You see the slope right there? You kind of just stand on the slope and you can shoot over the container.
Oh, perfect.
Or you know where we were just before?
Yeah.
You kind of just come with me. If you just stand on the road there, it's kind of in the open. Not yet. If you just stand on the road right there, you can kind of just shoot into the windows.
Okay.
And if you die, guess what? You respawn. Yeah, you go on the road.
Oh, on the road?
If you kill a guy upstairs, they're permanently dead.
If I go on the road, I'm gonna die, no?
If you die, you can respawn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah! Just kill as many as you can.
Whoever's on top, call it out.
Yeah, you can step up there. Just watch out.
Okay, I'm gonna go. You want to take left? I'll stick right. Stay in the shadows.
Okay, something important to start this one. You heard Connor tell Tomic that Tomic can stay at spawn, kind of on a hill, retaining wall, a hill there, and fire on those 2nd floor windows, give suppressing fire. If you think about it, the other team, the attacking team, has to put their foot on the 2nd floor. You break this down into 2 things. You got to get from the containers to the building, then you got to storm the building. So the longer the defenders, my team, can keep part 1 from happening, the easier it is for part 2, keep them from getting close to the building. So by throwing all this cover fire, it'll help Connor and his teammates get close to that building. Now for myself, I actually start on halfway up, the stairwell going up in the south stairwell. Goes up and it turns, so there's a jog in it. I actually start by kneeling down at that jog and just coordinating, talking with my teammates below me and above me. I'm gonna go up quickly, so I've only got 1 life, but really just want to see how things are going. The main thing here, and none of us knew, in the daytime when you're upstairs and you're in the back, the enemy team can't see you. In the dark here, they can. There's spotlights that show you where you are, so it's the total opposite of normally defending up here. I'm gonna find out really quick about that, and let's see how I adjust.
Alright, I'm gonna cross on the right side, okay?
Okay, we got some guys in the back doing long balls.
Yo, can you shoot? Alright, I'm about to go. I'm gonna run across. Yeah.
Okay.
So you saw Connor firing some shots before he crossed the road on that 2nd level, but then he asked for cover fire, goes on the other side. Remember, part 1 is getting to the building. Oh my gone pretty damn close to the building. In fact, Connor can see into the building 3 rooms in the north area. The furthest one away is the one with the stairwell, but you can't see it in the dark here, but he can. Action camera's not the best cameras in the dark, no matter how much money you spend on them. He sees 2 enemies in there. He's going to have Kill Hit join him, so he's going to tell him the situation. In particular, there's the 3 rooms in that building. They usually hide in the middle one, because this way you can access the stairwell and you can access the, well, you're in the middle of both rooms, put it that way. This way you can jump back and forth there. For myself, I keep communicating with my teammates to see what's going on, making sure they guard that front door. The front door, what I mean by that is on my side, unlike the other side, the north side, which has 3 doors, there's only 1 door to get to the south stairwell, so got to make sure we watch it. It's kind of an obvious thing to say, but hey, I said it.
Right. Watch the door. Can't see jack shit.
Hey! You're good, you're good. There's 2 guys below on this side, okay?
Just going to outline that north door that Connor's looking at, because once again it is a little dark. And I just put on the map here 3 rooms. Connor is looking, is up here, looking down into them. And yeah, the furthest room, that's where the stairwell is. But hey, if you're gonna go in there, you should clear the whole thing anyway. Just gonna highlight this. This is the doorway into the second room, but it also is open to the third. So by firing shots into here, and he's seen at least 2 enemies, in there. Firing into there, he can cause some damage in all 3 rooms. Remember, all the defenders have 2 lives. He's firing shots into there. He could have already whittled down some of those lives. Now for myself, I'm going to duck a close one. There's going to be a lot of close ones up there. Like I mentioned a couple times now, I've found out that not as much cover here at night on the 2nd floor.
Holy fuck! I've never seen the moon playing paintball.
So it looks like all that firing into the building paid off. Connor did see some bodies in that. An enemy walks out. Connor is going to mention as well to a teammate to watch the friendly fire. He had a couple of shots nearly hit him. His teammates got to pay better attention, because defenders can't leave the building. So friendly fire happens. But in this situation, he was shooting at a guy outside, which can only be on his team. But I get it. We're all basically new playing at night. So it's kind of nerve-wracking in the dark there. You're kind of shaking a bit. You see something, you take a shot. Luckily, he didn't hit Connor. Although, hey, Connor's teammates, they got infinite lives, but he doesn't have to go back to spawn and back again because he didn't get hit.
Remember, they got 5 minutes. Time's on our side here.
Yo, team kill, watch it! Sean, you gotta get active, bro.
Do we see anybody? Okay, cool.
So Connor pulls out the strobe, flash on the enemies. The enemies already know he's there. Why do a strobe in this situation? Pretty simple. Gonna blind them, gonna confuse them. They know he's there. Can even make them panic and do something stupid. That little strobe there, it will give Connor a moment to look in and see things a little better too. And of course, when you're on the receiving end of the strobe, it doesn't do the same thing because you're just lit up by this bright light.
Oh!
Yeah, so me yelling, I'm out. I knew when I went up there and I started dodging shots that, well, look, I can't go down because once you're up on top, you're up on top. I can't cheese out and go for 2 lives down there, so look, I'm just out. Now, Connor is literally, well, not literally, he is kind of leaning into the doorway. He's not quite breaching the room, the north section. But you'll see now, there's a sliver of an enemy on the left who he's going to fire at, and when the play restarts, you'll even see a little bit on the right. So peppering shots into there. He's going to bring kill hit back up to speed on what's going on so we can get a little support and, you know, help them get in there.
There's 3 in there! In the second room! Shoot them! Sean, you gotta help, man.
So Connor leaves kill hit in the north and he's made his way to the courtyard. So the area, there's an overhang between the north and south sections. So on his view here, just to the left is the main door where the stairwell goes up on the north side. And to the right, guess what? The doorway, the main stairwell going up in the south side. What to do, lots of options, but just running in those 2 doors from here, not the greatest thing to do, at least not yet. Now Connor has gone away from the courtyard. He's now in the south part of the building. He's in the southwest part of the map. He's looking up to the second floor, these big windows. You might have noticed earlier when I was still alive, I took a couple of peeks over, leaning over down there to see if an enemy was there. Would have liked to go down and see Connor down here. Well, he may have gotten me first, but Connor's looking up there, see if he spots any more defenders up there. Well, since I got knocked out, apparently nobody's taken up that spot, or at least they're not looking down there for now. Connor moves a little bit more to the east so he can see the front of the main building by the gas tanks. He's actually got a teammate, Michelangelo, here, which is good. Now you might have noticed before, a couple of more enemies stream out, including me, so at least 3 enemies have been taken out by Connor's team, so they're doing well. Now, I mentioned Michelangelo. Michelangelo's here. The main front door is here. Connor's going to talk with him. Connor's going to mention to watch the top windows. Now it's hard to see here, but the window in the top window in the north side actually has a line of fire all the way down here. Now you kind of got to press up against the window and look down if you're up there, but still, if he's aiming and he's looking in that direction, anybody down there is an easy target. So Connor's going to give him warning. He's going to shoot some cover fire to let him come across Michelangelo so they can try to breach that door. And he's also going to call it to Tomic. Remember, Tomic's back in the spawn area by the half wall there, retaining wall, to fire some cover fire. Now Connor's not really giving away his position too badly by calling out loudly like this to Tomic. They might hear him on the right, but it's dark. So, you know, it's one thing to know the general area where your enemy is. You can't really see too well for some reason because it's dark. That I keep repeating over and over again.
Watch it, watch it. Tom, you gotta shoot them from across!
So after briefly going like he's going to go back to the back of the building, maybe in the courtyard, Connor. He just kind of motions there, then he comes back to the front just in time to see Michelangelo just get laced upside the head as he tries to go in that front door. Maybe a freeze. You know, I was just on the sidelines. I'm just editing here, so I wasn't actually there, but I'm thinking, you know, maybe a freeze. And although Connor still needs to get in that building, I guess he's a little wary about going in that front door the same way Michelangelo just did. Well, he tried. Connor's jockeyed back a bit. He's gone around. He's one of the buildings in front of the south part of admin, and he's actually looking at the north part. So there's the door going up north staircase, and there are the big windows where that fire I mentioned, that crossfire, can come down and could have gotten him and Michelangelo before. Well, that's window, but any of these windows on top can have players, enemies shooting down on them. Remember, Tomic back near spawn is giving cover, shooting at those windows, and as you saw when I was up there, it's hard to defend in this situation. So while an enemy can pop up here, they're being suppressed pretty well. So Connor is looking back at that south stairwell again where Michelangelo got knocked out. Now, important to note that I mentioned I started the game kind of in a little halfway up the stairs where it turns to go up. It was this spot here, and I actually was around here when I got knocked out. Speaking of knocked out, the player that took Michelangelo out was to the left of the stairwell, so behind this wall here. So yeah. Connor has circled around the admin building again. He's back in the courtyard. He's got the option of left and right. I won't keep you like waiting in suspense. He's going to try to go to that right door. Michelangelo got hit there, but he came in from a different angle. So let's see what he tries. Okay, now pay attention here. I'm going to put this arrow here in the corner. You see that? You see the strobe. Connor's turned the strobe on, but the doorway is like around the corner. Connor started the strobe with his marker pulled away because if he kind of has it forward on the ground, somebody looking through the doorway can see it strobing. But he's holding it back because he's going to jump out at the last second, look and start firing in that doorway. He's not going to do blind fire. And he doesn't want that enemy to know, give him a heads up that he's coming around the corner. So he's got it strobe to his right, then he's going to pull it out, start shooting in there, and see what happens. Alright, so Connor fires a few series of volleys into that building, into the area just the bottom of the stairs there to try to get that enemy out. Really throws a lot of shots. Leaned in, just got a line of sight, but the other guy's ducking away, and as you heard, he ran out of air. But the game was ticking off anyway. Who knows, with a little more air, maybe Connor would have been able to get that guy, run up the stairs. Maybe there would have been another player on top. Who knows? It was a good, tight one. we learned a lot for this first game. As a matter of fact, Connor learned a lot by attacking that he put into defending, and they did a masterful job of defending. If you haven't watched that other video, watch it. But I've kind of already given away that Connor's team defended really well. My team just won, so I mean, you can't get much better than winning, but if he defended even better, so they won, but they won. We lost 3 players in this game. In that other game, the defenders only lost 1. I'm not spoiling anything if you haven't watched it. I recommend you watch it because it's a good view. And yeah, that's about it for this one. There'll be more. Hope you enjoyed it. Go out there, have fun, be safe. As I'm just saying, be safe as we're running around playing in the dark. Remember, at the end of the day, it's just a game.
Game over.